Hello, good evening, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome in for some Minecraft Java Edition. We are continuing our Create series. I've got this one little bit I haven't had a haircut in months. I've just been kind of taking an electric trimmer to just kind of increase the amount of time I can go without having to actually go somewhere. But now I've got these really terrible bits of hair stuck in my face. Perfect. It's beautiful. You can tell I just don't look in the mirror ever. Poor GQ. Finally back on the leaderboard at least. Barely. So, tonight, Chapter 4, which I took ages to figure out the minecart stuff in my single-player world. Turns out there are some really straightforward ways to do a lot of the stuff we were struggling with. It's just, it's hidden behind some modded items that aren't part of Create. It's its own mod within the mod pack called More Minecarts, and that's what we're gonna kind of be playing around with. I think before I get into that, I logged. Okay, so since the last stream, I've cleared out a new area next to the lava tank for our Chapter 4 facility. I haven't provided torches to it yet, and as a result, it's kind of I logged in to finish it off, and it was filled with monsters because I logged in at nighttime alone, and it just had a bunch of stuff spawned in, so that was great. So what we're gonna do is take a couple of zinc ingots. Yeah, that's what I need. I need to press them. I love Monster. Al, how could you? Oh, it's because you're mean now. And there he is. Whoa. Literally right there. That was like a horror movie. I open my inventory and I close it, and then there he is, right in front of me. All right, so I'm gonna grab 32 of these, and your head's backwards, even better. So I'm gonna make a few of these zinc machines real quick to make some of these mega torches. These just have a much better radius of preventing spawns. And so we're gonna see if that does the trick. I've also found that charcoal blocks last a lot longer than charcoal, so I've been filling these up with that instead in an effort to keep this running, and man, has it been running. I probably need to add like an automatic press there, because right now we're just filling that chest up with nuggets and occasionally manually compressing it, and I probably need to just go ahead and like do it for real. Oh, that's great. It's dumb. Okay, so you can't put those on walls, really. So we'll plop them here, here, and that should spawn-proof the interior. I've made sure to make the walls high enough on all sides that nothing can kind of just climb over the walls there. So the only entrance is really on this side, which is it's not foolproof, but it's safe-ish. All right, let's talk about what we actually need to do before we get into the details. So, I guess what we need to do is open up Chapter 4. Overview. Oh, so alternative path. Oh, we didn't do this. This is what George was saying he was doing. Whoa. What does this do? What is... Okay, as an alternative More risky approach to refined silicon. Laser alchemy can provide an obscure yet rewarding path of progression. I didn't even notice this on the chart, but now it explains what all these reagents are. Because of each reagent class in order to learn about the recipe of chaos catalyst. You can transmute a material into silicon, but potentially create other valuable resources from the most trivial of ingredients. So what is this? You can make reagents. So I've seen oh, okay. So smelter is one thing. Yeah, this is what I've seen is you can use the fluid encapsulator with molten glass to basically create a glass of something. But what does it mean? What does all this do? Ah. Oh. So you're trying to get what now? The correct combination of 4 volatile reagents with the alchemical laser. Oh, that's interesting. So it's kind of like you just have to make all these reagents and then just search for the correct combination. The final code, you've gathered catalysts of every category. The ultimate catalyst is now a combination of 4 of the catalysts. Okay, so it doesn't tell you the recipe because it's not really a traditional recipe. It's you put things in a hopper cart and zap it. And so you're trying to find, okay, which of these are igneous, which of these are herbal, which of these are volatile, which of these are crystalline, which of these are metallurgic, which of these are gemstone. And then some combination of them gives you a true catalyst. And then 4 of those 6 true catalysts give you the chaos catalyst, which in turn gives you silicon reagent. If this turns out to be one that is reasonably accessible, you can consider choosing this path and production of the remaining one. Oh, so there's probably a ton of these ways you can get this because there's so many combinations. Oh no. Oh, that's very interesting. It differs from world to world. So you just don't know. It's random. That's very interesting. I hate it, but it's interesting. And then once you figure out what it is, if it's a reasonable collection of stuff, like, oh, you just need andesite and orange dye, then it's like, okay, yeah, now I can, that being the case, I'll just throw it all together. Glowstone redstone auxiliary can optionally be placed in the 5th slot. Entering the catalyst code. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so the normal way of doing Chapter 4... Sorry, that was quite a tangent. The normal way of doing Chapter 4 is this setup right here. And it's in pursuit of silicon. All this stuff, the top half of this is all to get silicon, which apparently that optional other path would shortcut to here if you can figure out the recipe. Cool. All right. The main process that happens 2 different times in this chapter is as follows. We have to put a charged tool, which is specific to which of these 2 processes we're doing, a charged tool into a hopper minecart, which has 5 slots, and then some other item, as much as we want, in the other 4 slots, as much or as little as we want. Then we zap it with a laser, very cool, which will use a little bit of that tool's charge and convert all of the items into some different item. I think at about a 2-to-1 ratio. And that's it. That's how we get a lot of this stuff. The problem is that process means we have to load in 2 different items into a minecart, move the minecart somewhere to be zapped, unload the minecart of 2 different items, send the tool to a charger, and then load it back in the minecart, and then load it full of the miscellaneous item. And that's a really annoying process with vanilla minecart stuff, because unloading from a hopper minecart is slow, extremely slow. But turns out this mod pack has something called minecart loaders and minecart unloaders, which do 2 very, very important things. One, they emit a redstone signal both above and below themselves, which is important for a couple reasons. But perhaps the most important one is that you can put a powered rail on top or below, and it will, when it sends out a signal, it will power the rail, which will launch a minecart, which is great. Secondly, the loading and unloading both can be done above or below the hopper minecart, which is weird. Like, the way that hoppers work is items go down always. If you're loading a minecart, you load from the top into the cart, and when you're unloading, it goes down out of the cart to a hopper underneath very slowly. Oh my gosh. It's Turtle. Turtle, welcome in. Dobbs Quest raid. You know what? Speaking of Dobbs Quest, this isn't going where you think it's going. Speaking of Dobbs Quest, let me just just the slightest of previews here to something that's going on. Anyway, there you go. Something's cooking. You know what it is. Oh. GQ got so excited. All right. So here's another nice little item in this mod. Powered locking rails. Which, unlike regular powered rails, not only does it stop a cart, but it will start one that is free standing. And it locks it directly on top, not like kind of gets halfway and gets stuck. Oh, I don't know. So what we're gonna need here, we gotta unload. Oh boy, we need a lot of stuff here. We need a basalt generator over here, which honestly, I feel like that can kind of wait. A Dabble Party Dobbs Quest map. We did have a Channel Point Redemption challenge. 100,000 doubloons for a new board, so that's underway.
Did you hear? A 13-year-old boy hit the kill screen in Tetris. Also, Turtle hit the kill screen in Pokemon Snap just now.
Oh, Turtle, what happened? You want to talk about that? What's going on here? What did you do? Did you cow? Okay, magnet. Fluxo-magnet is what we need. No! N64 is crap. Oh, man. I mean, you gotta admit it's a testament to the engineering that it still even turns on at this point. After what, like, oh geez, when did the N64 come out? Like 90s? So we're talking like almost 30 years. 25 years ago. Whoops, out of lead. Oh, we need more lead. We definitely need more lead. Let's see what the induction smelter would do to this. 9. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Well, let's see if we can get. Oh, we've got some iron going. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna make up some. I'm just gonna crush this instead. Let's see. N64 released in 1996. Oh no, it's fine. I'm just gonna make a block of lead here. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna throw it in with this blood, apparently. Don't worry about that. Why is there blood? Why is there blood in here, by the way? Oh, see, that's not good, though. Don't want that lever on in this case. Maybe a bird fell. It does look like a bird fell in. Is there a hummingbird? Do we have hummingbird problems again? Almost a year. Waka waka. 96. That is close to 28 years. We're at 27 and a half years of the N64, which that feels weird. I don't think I like that. Okay, fluxomagnet, got it. And then the other thing we need for the other one, oh wait, I guess we can, oh, we don't need to automate it, whatever. This, 2 lead plates and a Fluix crystal. You also have a new screen which has been added to the Discord. What Discord? Whose Discord? What's a Discord? Oh, it's getting added. I see him typing. I see him typing there. Fluix crystal. There it is. Oh wait, not the energetic infuser, the entropy manipulator, of course. Okay. So we've got our fluxomagnet and our entropy manipulator. We're gonna need both of those. We're also gonna need some magmatic dynamos, which is copper machine smithed with redstone flux, because we need power for these. We're gonna actually have a lot of power. Actually, I should be pretty well set on that. I can make them when I get there, when I find out how much I need. Pipe should be good too. Okay. Oh, and one other thing, which I think is pretty cool. You'll see. You'll see. I've set up a blast chiller here in the base, which produces infinite ice. So we're set on ice forever. So with this ice, I can now create packed ice, and that lets me make blue ice, which I need for the thing. Also, I need another one of these. Okay, this needs packed ice, Invar gears, stained glass. Of course it needs Invar gears, the worst gears. Ice cream? I wonder if you can make ice cream in this. Like somehow. Like there's just some way. Oh, and then I need the stained glass, which I've been keeping a little bit of stained glass in here because so many of these recipes need it. Man, guys, I had to work today. Like, I actually had to do work. It was awful. I can't believe they made me do that. But not tomorrow. Tomorrow's the weekend. So we're off the hook. Oh! Theron, and anyone else who's vaguely interested in Factorio. I learned about a new mod that is for Factorio that, well, probably not a new mod, new to me. That is kind of the style of game that I tried to make in Minecraft, like, I want to say like 7 years ago. I was playing around with learning advanced command block stuff. Because there was a certain gameplay loop I had in mind that I wanted to create. Which specifically was, I really like starting bases. You know, it's like that's the fun part of Minecraft to me, is like, you know, when you're first getting started out and you're kind of like thinking about all the possibilities of like, oh yeah, we'll put something here, and oh, we gotta deal with these monsters over here, no, food is an issue. And so for a long time, well, let's not say a long time, for a little bit, I worked on trying to set up a mod pack. I'm gonna need a bucket of lava. I tried to set up a mod pack, well, not a mod pack, like a command block system that would create a loop of, you've got a designated spaceship zone that is somehow laid out in a way that makes this viable. And the idea is that at a certain real-time timer, the spaceship takes off, and anyone who wants to go on the journey has to be in the spaceship to go with it, and they get like some kind of flag set on their user. I don't know how the command blocks would have worked for this. But you set some kind of flag, and then the spaceship lands at some prohibitively distant place in the world, like let's say 50,000 blocks away. So basically you got like a whole new world here, and it will be there for exactly, 48 hours or something. And so all the people that decided to be on the spaceship, they now are spawning in this new place, and they have like whatever amount of time where they can just like take all the resources they want, set up some new buildings, and then make sure they get all their stuff they want back onto the ship, and then the ship like goes back to the regular spawn of the world. This was an idea from when I was running a server at the time, because I really liked the idea of like at least temporarily having new places to explore, and then maybe occasionally like let the ship go to old locations again, so you could kind of see some of the old builds. My problem that I kept facing was, when in a Minecraft world, you want to have everybody kind of in the same place, because the chunks that I have loaded and the chunks that Jorsh over here have loaded overlap, and so the server doesn't have to do as much work. It's like if you have 5 people in the exact same place, it does not take 5 times as much resources as one person. But if you have 5 people in 5 completely different places, the server will really start to chug. That's what I kept running into. soul soil. I forgot the soul soil part. And so I was trying to figure out a way. It's like people want to explore, but I don't want the server to have to deal with, like, you know, so many people out, thousands and thousands of blocks. So what if we just had designated exploration times, and normally everybody stays in one place, and then everybody goes to a new one place for a while. Let's all play Deep Rock Galactic. Oh boy. Soul soil, soul soil, soul soil. Let's grab 4. Dang it, I need drills too. Because we're going to be making a, well, how do I want to do this now that I think about it? I could do one of these rotational doohickeys with a sequenced gear shift and a mechanical bearing. Mechanical bearing, got one. Okay, this might be an easier way and more power friendly as well. So our old cobblestone farm was based on just like a drill sitting in front of a cobblestone generator. Which means if you want it to go faster, you kind of have to eat up more and more power. The new one is just this. When a block overlaps a block, destroys it. And so this is producing 12 cobblestone at a time pretty quickly. And then a vacuumulator's scooping it up. Works out pretty well. So what we could do is basically the same thing of have a rotating device. Deep Rock Galactic. Not like super opposed to it either. Maybe we put it closer to the corner here. Lava spreading out from this point, touching ice. Also, these are steel blocks. They're very cheap compared to iron blocks. And they look pretty industrial, which is cool. So lava here. Blue ice. It's got to touch blue ice. Is that right? Yeah, soul soil underneath. Lava and blue ice. So I think this would do the trick, even. Oh, it's very slippery. Blue ice is very slippery. Ah, okay. So I would need to do this. Okay. And maybe also this, just for good measure. There it is. Cool. So there's our basalt. So what we want to do is throw a mechanical bearing. Well, I guess first we want to delete these. We want to build out our chassis that's going to be rotating. It's going to be like this over the lava. Boom. Easy. I need to make sure I get the lava in there. Hopefully these don't burn. Surely not. Why would they burn? That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, so anyway, the Factorio mod. It's called I think it was called Warptorio. The premise is you are doing a teleportation experiment, and you spend about 20 minutes in a world plane. You start on like a warp platform that looks like a discolored concrete, and there's some kind of central machine-looking thing that's just kind of some recolored graphics, I think. And after 20 minutes, the platform and everything on it teleports away forever. And the idea is you want to be on it. So you stand on it and you are teleported to a new world. Like everything that's not on that platform is removed because you're going to a whole new freshly generated world with your inventory and tech intact. And then you have like 20 minutes to build as much as you can, miners, assemblers, all that, and then get back onto the platform because it's about to do it again. Repeat. Like if you miss the boat, that's kind of like your game over condition. And that's cool on itself, but it adds in a lot of research items that allow you to get more out of each teleportation trip, like being able to have longer between teleports. You can research that eventually. You can set it up so that you are able to mine your stuff up faster. You can actually start to upgrade your warp platform so that it has like a dedicated basement and boiler room that you can build things in, like a nice little safe house underneath the warp platform of things you can build. Oh, thank you for the follow there. I'm sorry I missed that earlier. Things you can build and then have them like stay put even while you're kind of hopping between worlds. We need a timer. And the final little ha hee hee bit in the mod is that just for funsies, let's do the. We got to get our power set up. For funsies, the biters, the evolution resets with every warp, but the warp platform spits out a ton of pollution. Like to the point where anything you build around the warp platform isn't even going to be a drop in the bucket. So the result is if you're trying to stay close to the warp platform, you are constantly dealing with attacks. Okay, we'll put a vacuumulator here. I've got one in this bag, I think. Because I went ahead and set up some of the proper machinery we would need to prepare for all this. I wanted to have a, what is it? How do you pronounce it? Mise en place. Have all our ingredients ready for this business. Oh, jeez. I still can't shake this cough. I'm trying. Radial chassis, and then the sails. Let's go ahead and start with a pretty decent amount, I think. So anyway, I thought that was a really fun idea for a mod. It's very different from how you would normally play Factorio, in which you're trying to set things up to be long-lasting, and all about throughput. But in this one, it's weird. You're playing kind of a different sort of game. Okay. I don't like this layout here. It's better, but not great. Oh boy. Apocalypse Steampunk City Builder survival game, kind of robot or mix suit. Interesting. No, that's fine. 3,500. 3,500. That might actually be enough for what we've got. Well, let's tack on just a hair more. Get us up to 4,000. We can expand it later if we need to. All right. Now we need to make a timer. Okay. Deep Rock Galactica. I've heard very good things about it. Co-op stuff is always fun. I don't think I've ever not had fun with a co-op game. Alright, so is this how we want to do this? Gearbox into large gear. And then for this part, I have to, small gear into gearbox. Okay, so now we need to time this in such a way there it is. Actually, come to think of it, we don't need any of that. We can actually get by with something much simpler. Yeah, because it's all about just making sure we've got the right timing. It's the secret to factories, it's timing. Okay, see, that's not enough. The tick time on lava. Hold on. Lava tick speed. 1 block every 30 ticks, or 1.5 seconds. So ideally, we'd want to line up with the tick timer here. Whoop. We're not quite there. See, this would be it if we had our cycle right. Okay, see right here, it's not lined up here. So is this the problem here? I want the lava spread to happen while this is going on. Just can't get it. Oh, oh no. Oh. There it is. it doesn't feel like it's fast enough. It feels like it's a little slow, but it's working. Two, 54. It's not as many as I would expect. Oh, I bet some of them are getting stuck in there. That's what I want, is to make sure this is all blocked off so that it's got nowhere to go but here. Oh, it's going into the lava now, isn't it? I bet that's what's happening. Dang it. Okay, so that was a bad idea. Not seeing number go up. Number is not going up. Yeah, now we're not getting lava here. Unless I do that. Which I don't love, but I don't know. It could be worse. That at least gives it somewhere to go. Take a look out here. Okay, well, let's patch that up. There we go. Okay. We're good, we're good. All right, I think we got our basalt generator done. Oh, right, I have to actually start it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. All right. So next step is we're going to take this basalt and we're going to load it into here so that we're getting basalt into our minecart hub. There we go. See, look how nicely that holds it. It holds it right on top of the block. Powered minecarts do not do that, and it's really annoying. These improved carts are very nice. Thank you, Al. All right. Jeez, that's already a lot. That's good. That's good. Hey.
I kind of need cashews.
You need what?
Cashews.
Cashews. Well, okay. I'll get you some cashews then.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Let me make sure I'm protected here in the world. Be right back. My gosh, my hair is awful. No, we're good. We're good. Look at this. Look at this. We are in great shape, guys. Look, we're back. We're all good. We've got tons. Oh boy. Uh-oh, this might be bad. Wait, wait. Oh, it works. Ark, what's going on? Why is there a key door? Oh my God. Pixel, you are a wonderful person, and I've...
So they can have your smiling face on here also.
All right, all right.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna turn off.
Just gonna make sure that we got just the right amount of germ dove on the stream here. That's perfect right there. Oh yeah. Maybe maybe just a little bit more. Just a little bit
That's-
more. There it is. There it is.
I think I have sound. Yeah, I've got sound. That's okay. I fixed it.
Oh, I forgot Rover. Rover's in the back. There we go. Move him to the front there. All right, now we're set.
Window.
This is top tier content. Germ dove. We're back. Now then, where were we? We were in a dirt hole. Okay, so I temporarily got this turned off because this is just already a ton. And hearing it click and stuff is really annoying, and it's still annoying right there. So, we're gonna do a little bit of the old Beltaruni. To move these items in to our minecart loader. That's going to go along with our magnet. So first we need to actually charge this magnet. So I need, all right, minecart's going to get unloaded over here. Magnet is going to fall out on this side with the magic of a brass funnel. Brass funnel is going to be looking for magnet so that when it gets unloaded, it goes into the hopper and that gets it into here. And then this is where it's going to get tricky. I have not yet found a way to detect a charged versus uncharged fluxomagnet. Now on the bright side, it charges very quickly because I'm doing it every loop, but still it's a little bit tricky. So somehow or another, I'm going to be locking a hopper and then sending it over this way. But if we look in this now, yeah, there it is. It came out this way because the hopper's not locked yet. So yeah, probably what I'm gonna do is maybe one thing I can do, and this worked all right. In my single player world. And so the idea is put a timer down there and a redstone torch right under the hopper. And what this is going to do is it's going to typically lock the hopper from taking anything out until the timer triggers every so often. Which it feels a little bit rough around the edges as a solution, but it does work. So right there, yeah, now it's in. So then the last thing we would need here is we need to actually get power to this guy. And the way I figure it, we're going to have our dynamos over here, our power source. So we need to run some wires to here.
Don't know why this needs power. Like, what does that do if we give it power? It's a little worrying, actually. Why can that have power? All right, so magmatic dynamo is going to go right over here, which we can actually set that up. We've got everything we need. We're actually going to get quite a few of them together. I'm going to start with 8. So these are going to convert lava into redstone flux. We'll set them on some smooth steel bricks here. And so we're going to need to pump the lava. Oop. Don't want it to do that exactly. All right, so we got to pump some lava in here. I'm going to need my toolbox because we actually need to get the lava. We want to make sure to get it from the right side, too. So, we've got a few options of where to go on this. Got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I guess that is the one right here, huh? Crazy. Can I somehow get around this?
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
No creepers
Digging a
around.
hole and digging a hole.
I know you were hoping. There we go. Okay, that lets me reset my my pipe distance. Okay, so we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish. Then we're going to have our pump, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $11, $12, $13, $14. It's not going to be enough. Great. That's fine. So we are going to have to run some actual wiring. Do a little sleepy time. So we're going to be pumping lava from our infinite lava source into the magmatic dynamos, which will be able to produce electricity. Well, RF, redstone flux. Since the lava is limitless, we're really only... Copper automation process. Ugh. That makes crushed copper into ingots, mash them into blocks, crush blocks back to crushed copper. with the right augmentations on the induction smelter. And something about slag is involved in all that process. All right. Do that. And then we send our lava over. There we go. So now the next step is we got to get this powered. I am tempted to just run another windmill right here, specifically for these two little gears, because it is going to be annoying as heck to get power from all the way over there. And this is probably not enough power. So that's going to push it as far as this stopped one. I could set up a little gear here. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard. This is the whole point that I've got this black toolbox here, is specifically for really quickly just set up a little windmill. You know, that massive farm, like, I know food has not been an issue at all. I've just been eating cherries that we get off the tree. But Chapter 5, we get into the matter balls, which just requires a ton of items of any type, it seems. It might be the solution. I don't know. All right, there we go. Sand. What? Sorry. What do we do? Oh. Good job. We got sand. Someone touched sand. GG. We did it, everybody. So we could just run gears this whole way. Would probably make more sense to run...
Astuans Intirius, IRA Viamenti, Astuans Intirius, IRA Viamenti, Sephiroth. Sephiroth?
Sephiroth. 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 She sure did. She put her heart into it. You can tell. Okay, see, that's very slow. Need a speed controller. Okay, maybe this will be used for a few things after all. I don't know. It's Al. There he is. He's got a box. A mystery box. What is that box? What the heck is that thing? Security terminal. Biometric card editor. Huh. ME. That's the... Isn't that like the drawer stuff or something? Surely that's got to be something... I have no idea. I have no idea. Finale level mechanisms. Oh. Huh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are some of the big things here. Yeah, ME controller is yeah, this is calculation mechanisms what we're working on now. So it's really important, but we have no idea what it does. It's not required for the rocket, I'm pretty sure. I think I would know about that. GQ trying to turn a profit here. How do we get the gear to turn the way we want? It is a nice box, I mean, I'll admit. There we go. There's our lava. I did find that, yeah. Infinite nickel is tough, but I did find that, yeah, you can. The induction smelter makes your nickel go farther, since you can just use a nickel ingot and an iron ingot to get 2 instead of needing 2 nickel and 8 iron dust. So significantly better. All right, there we go. Power is filling up there. Our wall of power. So now we gotta actually connect the power grid. I don't know how much power we're gonna need over here, so let's just connect one for now. Okay, so now if I throw this in, there it goes. See, it filled up a little bit, and then it flew out because of the timer, and that's fine. That, dang it, I forgot. This is a thing. We use it to grab the items around us is the idea. Do we have to hold it? Oh yeah, or maybe I just wasn't close enough. I keep accidentally right-clicking with it. See, that's not a ton of power. It's producing power. It's just this thing kind of has a battery charge that it can store up so that it can quickly transfer the energy to this. Okay, we're actually getting really close already. The laser is going to be the next piece, and I'm not 100% sure how we're going to do the laser. I've got some possible ideas. The thing is, it's really tricky to time this. So it's like this is gonna go, and we want this to punch the laser. Let's see here. So alchemical laser. Does this go into how to do the alchemical laser? Because I don't remember seeing that. I know that we've got to punch a laser, but I don't feel like it ever talks about how that happens. Oh, ponder entry. Here we go. That's it. Invar machine. That's what we need. Okay. That's the piece I wanted to check on. We've got Invar casing. We need to upgrade these to Invar machines. What is the category here? Strawberry jam maps. Oh, good luck. Because it's hard. I don't understand. If Pixel were here. Or maybe Short. this is taking up how much? 128. Okay, that's spitting out 1,000. Honey. Honey dip. Honey sip. Honey sip? Did you guess S? Copper ore pulverizes to 6 dust. 6 dust is 2 ingots. 5 ore can make 10 ingots. Oh, that's interesting. And then that crushes into 5 ore. That might be the way to do it. Is that's without any catalyst, right? Okay. So this is the dumb thing, is you punch the casing, which has a laser on it. Yeah, punch the casing that has a laser, and it has to be on with a lever. That's doable. Okay, so when that punches, that's going to fire a laser. Proof of concept. Pow. It works. Now here's the problem. Is we either have to spin this really fast to get it constantly punching, or lock it in such honey zip, right? Guess 6. See, Dupu would have been able to tell you the answer. But then you just went and made such a blunder as that. See, it'd be like, I don't know, I could do the timer. Hardly know her. But then... Yeah, GameCube games. Yay, we did it. All right, I'm going to put the magnet in here. So the idea is the magnet's going to be here. I guess let's just get one of these locking rails and see if we can figure out a way to lock it. This is the one piece I'm unsure of here. All right, let's grab some basalt. I guess we can turn this back on. It's a little noisy, but like it's a factory. It's going to be noisy. We'll deal with it. Oh, the timing's off again. How did the timing get off? You could pour it into the basin and then just break the basin afterwards. It's like, it's not pretty, but it would work. Okay, this works. It's not the best, but it's doing it. Okay, so that loads into here, and I want to say activate output when cart is full. So right now cart is not yet full. Cart looks pretty full. What's going on here? Is cart full or not? Why do we think cart is not full? Hey, what's the big deal? Let me get that other laser here, or lamp. Flint isn't a good enough catalyst to make the conversion any better, but okay. Output to comparator. Consider all mine cards. What does this do? I'm gonna Google this. Consider all mine cards. It doesn't say what that means. Minecart loader. I want to look up minecart loader from, what is this mod called? From more minecarts. Okay. Loader. Not really giving me any information here. Dang it. It's just... Contains many logistic options. Well, yeah, great. Wish I knew what those were. I can't ponder it. Okay. Empty loader slots entirely. No, we don't want that. Oh, yeah, we don't want... No, okay, yeah, we do want that. Activate output when cart is full. Yes. Output cart contents. Activate output during loading inactivity. Activate output when cart is full. Is cart full? Cart looks full. Cart looks pretty darn full. It doesn't think cart is full, but I think cart is full. I'm just going to turn it on. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So then we want to do the punchy punch. How are we going to do the punchies? How are we going to do these punchies? These are going to be some tricky punchies. Now that I think about it, I'm not 100% sure how we're going to do these punchies. All right, do some belts here. Belt to here. Belt to there. Yeah, buddy. Belt. And then this. Pow. It's been transformed. Okay, so that did it. That's all we needed there. Then somehow we're going to time that. Okay. Wait, stop it. Okay, stop it, please. Okay, so this loaded this here, and it's basically full. That's good. Meanwhile, we've got... What is happening to that? This is an unloader. Why is it... What is happening? Oh, the hopper is taking the items out, but the unloader is taking the items back up. Okay, that's fine. I think that's probably fine. Yeah, because we can just do that. And that should get it all out. Yeah, cool, great. For now, we're just gonna put a chest here for this, so we can prove we got it. Okay, and then this, I want it to say, move it, activate output when cart is empty. Cart is empty. So why aren't you outputting? Output to redstone act. Oh, is that what we need? Is output to redstone activation? What? Maybe that's the problem. These smelters aren't getting power. What, in the workshop? Correct. Of course it's the Dark Crown. Why wouldn't it be the Dark Crown? Okay, and then this loads up, so I can say output to redstone activation. And then that's going to load up again. Oh, it could be. Yeah, it could be that we're running low on power. Easy way is just to like right click on it and look at the power meter and see if it's like a bright red. And if not, then yeah. Actually, if you mouse over it, it'll tell you how much energy it has. There it is. There it is, the Dark Crown. I'm giving it rushes. Go up, Captain. Okay, and now this. I'm going to give it 64 more basalt. Look at how fast that loads. That's super fast. Hey, that worked. Okay, this needs to be much faster, significantly faster. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a rotational speed controller up there. One specifically for that. Usually I don't do rotational speed controllers for single entities. But you know what? I think it's worth it. Okay, so I just need to run power this way, here. And now speed this up ridiculously fast. So that's going to take a lot of power, but it's okay. It's probably okay. No, the first one. This is going so much smoother than my single player version of this factory was. Now that I know about these cart loaders and unloaders, that's really simplifying the process. I just had to kind of like shoehorn in some timers, and it was like, it's good enough. So what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to output a signal when this finishes to turn this on for a brief time and this off for a brief time somehow. It's always Bomberman. Always bet on Bomberman. That's what they say. Or are you trying to sell? Bet that's what's going on there. Oh, my life. Okay, so we got to power this on while that's off. So I think what I want is probably some links, but also I need to see. There's probably something we can use here. State cell, timer, randomizer, no. Maybe buffer gate. What is buffer gate from? Project Red. Project Red. I want buffer gate. Buffer gate. What it does. What does it do? Outputs are enabled when the inputs are enabled. Great. Signals coming from the back will be relayed to the front. Oh, wait. Is the buffer gate just a diode? It's not what I would have expected. I'm looking for something that will accept a single pulse and output or convert it to a steady signal for like 1 second. I don't know if adjustable pulse repeater is what I want, but let's find out. See, this one converts on to a single pulse, and that's not what I want. So, not that. Give me the ponder index here on the redstone stuff. What else we got? Powered adjustable pulse repeater. Is that the one I just looked at? Yeah, it just does a toggle. Okay. Adjustable repeater. This might be the one. And cool down for a duration. Okay, but it's the same input time. And I feel like... Here, let's do this. Ow. I feel like this redstone signal is going to be very short here. Like, will it be long enough? Like, maybe I do an on here and an off. Like, on when this signal fires and off. Like I toggle. All right. Imagine, if you will. All right, I take a signal from here, and that does a toggle. So it switches something on, which maybe is one of these delays or something. And it's like when it turns on, that activates. This is gonna get complex, and I don't think it should be complex. I want to just measure. What do I want to measure? What do I actually want to do? What I want is after this leaves, which is after I get a redstone pulse from here somehow, that immediately turns this on and this off for a short time, and then reverts them back to off and on. I feel like that's basically the idea, right? So yeah, I guess the repeater is, well, it's a really short pulse that I get from here. If I combine it with a vanilla repeater, I could get something a little bit longer. What other ideas do we have here? Yeah, the latch is good. That's an interesting idea there. Actually, that might be decent. And that it's on until it gets a signal from a certain direction. Not that I know of. Ancient debris. Well, I guess are you after ancient debris or are you after netherite? Like, what specifically are you after there? Looks like the only way to get dust is from ingots. What are the ways to get ingots? Just scrap, I imagine. Well, molten netherite, molten debris. Okay. Any good way to get molten debris? Ah, wait, what's debris scrap? Ah, it's a nugget. Doesn't look like it. Well, actually, I guess building a massive contraption in the nether to just like carve through the roof or the roofing material. Like, there's no chance I could actually just thread the needle and get it to line up every time.
Is there a trick to kelp? What's wrong with the kelp? How do we power this? How do we power this? I can accept a circuit here. Like I could just straight up do some like a little like you know, like a little bit of repeaters in the ceiling or something. Ah, for the gourmet engine. Activator rail, maybe? Ooh, actually, yeah, hang on. Activator rail with good timing may be better than any of this other stuff I'm trying. How do we make an activator rail? Wait, is it activator? No, it's detector rail. Iron, stone pressure plate. Okay. That might be the trick then. Let's try this. Let's try this with a redstone link. So we do need to get a redstone link if I don't already have one. I have one, which is worthless because they only work in pairs. Hilarious. All right, let's make a handful of those at the workshop. This is my first time actually needing to go back here after our initial startup of getting things actually moving. Okay, redstone link. 2 brass sheets. Brass sheets we got. Let's get some of these brass ingots. We'll make 8 pairs. It's all coming together. So the idea is that when it goes over the detector rail, it will send a signal. And allow us to, you know, detect it. Oh, well, drowned. A little fun surprise in the kelp. What more could you ask for? I've got to flatten this terrain over here. This is so annoying to have to hop over this hill, to saunter over jolly and free every time. Okay. So what I want to do here is temporarily block things off a little bit. And we're going to try an activator rail right here. Redstone link. Oh, let's see. Bop, bop, bop. There's no way. There's no way. What's the other kind of rail? There's some kind of rail in here. Controller rail. Find control over a minecart speed. Corresponding to the signal strength, which is perfect. Let's make one of these. 6 gold and an electron tube. Okay. Here's the real problem right in here is that the minecart's going to be zooming by
the timing on the punch is very imprecise because it's not happening constantly. I don't think we can control the punch to such a fine degree. It's happening every like half second or so, which normally is fine. But when the minecart's moving that fast, that is a problem. Just been producing signalum here. Because I guess you never know when you need some signalum. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, we're not producing any iron. Let's slow it down a bit. I hear you, Al. Don't worry. I hear him. Okay. In the meantime, I can just put a little bit of iron in here just to get some electron tubes going. Where did he go? He's gone. Wait, where did he go? What happened? What happened? He was, what? Wait a second. I think there's some shenanigans afoot here. Was I ever there at all? I feel like someone's trying to pull a little sneaky sneak on me here. Am I being followed? That's a good point. Al doesn't pull shenanigans of any sort. It's not his style. And a stick. The stick. I knew I saved that stick for a reason. Wait. Did I not get an electron tube? I felt like I grabbed one. Did I just put it back in a drawer? I don't know what happened there. It's okay. I've got one now. Okay, the next thing we're gonna need is analog lever, casing, and a stick. He's missing out. He's missing out on all the hot takes and hilarious memes. Infinite nickel by using reagents, assuming you can get infinite sulfur. Maybe. See, I didn't know you could jump off of those mega torches. That's interesting. The reagent stuff I haven't touched. I see them all the time in the recipe book. But that's all that 4A chapter stuff, which again, I didn't even notice that was in the overview until George mentioned it. Yeah, he's doing the reagent stuff. He'll explain it all to us. So what I want to do is I want it to go over here, and I want it to slow down a lot. Okay, analog switch. There we go. Make it very, very slow. Okay. Let's see what happens. It didn't go slow because of this. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Detector rail here. Regular rail here. We're gonna slow it down here. Okay, so I should be able to kind of scoot it back over, right? I can't seem to get in there. Oh, because it's in the chest. Ah, nice. See, that'll let it slow down pretty well. Maybe a little too slow. Okay, so the next we need the redstone link. Receiver is going to be up here. We'll set the channel to detector rail. Wait, detector rail basalt, specifically. Set it to channel basalt detector. Nope, detector basalt. That works. Okay, and then we should be able to put the other redstone link here. Set as a transmitter of the same channel. No, I want. Okay. I just gotta break it open here. This is proving to be an issue. All right, hopper cart. Right here. Whoops, 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 whoops. Hopper cart right here. Load it with fluxomagnet. Hey! That worked. That freaking worked. Did we do it? Did we do it? Is this working? Is this viable? Is this RTA viable? I think we might have it. I think we might have it. Okay, okay. Let's find out for real. Let's get it wired up. Let's get the complete picture going here. It's a little slow. Speed it up a bit. We're gonna need it faster than that, I fear. Yeah, let's switch these out for the big ones, for the brass funnels. Go forth, stack at a time. Go, go, go. Yep. We can speed it up a little bit more. Picks up the thing. Loads up. I think that's working. That looks like it's working really, really well, actually. Like, to the point where I need to stop this, because otherwise this is just gonna go nuts. Okay. And this is stuck again. I'm not 100% sure why it's not dumping stuff out here. Did it grab the wrong stuff? Oh, because it didn't. Oh, because it's still basalt. Oh, okay. I need to slow it down more, I guess. Huh. Okay, that is an issue. That is an issue. What do we do when we get basalt and it doesn't get transformed? It shouldn't do that. Like, also uses a laser, but don't know about the other stuff. Yeah, Yeah, this other stuff is zany. Let's try this. Slow it down a little earlier, maybe. Okay. Okay, that one did work. Picks up that. Ow, ow. Picks up the basalt, zaps it, dumps it, picks up the magnet, repeat. Okay. I think we got it. I think we got it pretty solid there. Good enough. How about that? Good enough. Project Red timer. I am using one of those right down here. The problem, okay, so if you're asking about like for this part, it's mostly because I need it to trigger from when this leaves the station, but you'll notice up here, this deployer is what punches this. The punching is what triggers the laser to fire, and I can't very accurately control when the punch lands. Like, I can turn this machinery on and off, but depending on the punch cycle, it could happen as soon as I switch it back on, or like a quarter second after I switch it back on. So I'm just trying to slow it down so that it gets a couple attempts at a good, at a well-timed punch. Let's see, chapter 4, automated. Then I need to crush it, compact it, and then we're basically done with this one for a bit. That's how I'm making it punch as fast as it is without affecting other items in this line. Like, I'm going to be running some other things off the same power system, and I want to make sure that no matter how much juice I pump into the system, this one machine is always going at that rate. Okay, we need to do the sand business, which means I need a sand machine. A sand generator is going to be basically the same. What's the range, do you suppose? To slow the punch to at a specific tick rate to match the timer. But the problem is that it's based on when this minecart finishes loading, which if I'm waiting on getting more basalt, it might take a little bit for that extra bit of basalt to come from the basalt farm. And that would throw off the overall cycle timing. So I want it to be resilient. I want it to be based on the time it leaves this station, not on a constant global timer. I mean, I am turning it on. There is actually a redstone link that is timed from here to here to activate this so that it starts zapping. Do the loaders emit redstone? Yes, they actually do. But the timing on it is like a little bit, it's a very short pulse, and I want it to last a little bit longer. So I use a detector rail instead after it leaves the station, and that seems to be working very well. And then I just slow the minecart down a bit here with these analog strength rails to make sure that it doesn't zip right past and somehow miss the cycle. I'm expecting at some point it is going to miss a cycle and some basalt is going to slip through the cracks, and that's going to get it stuck right here. And I'll figure it out then. So the pulse repeater, as far as I saw on the Ponder Index, it seems to emit a single pulse. Sephiroth! That's a really big sword. it seems to emit a single, like maybe not one tick, but a very short pulse, which is not great because I need this machine to be active when the punch happens, and the tick speed of that pulse, what is it, adjustable pulse repeater? The output's timing is shorter than this cycle, so it can actually turn on and turn back off in between punches. I hope I'm explaining that right. There he goes. Al just hops off into the sunset. Okay, I need to figure out how big the range herding cat ticks. Also, cat ticks, gross. I need to figure out what's the range on the vacuumulator. (11 by 11 by 11? So 5 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it shouldn't be able to pick up this, but it should be able to pick up this. Whoa. Oh, he's all speedy now. Yeah, it picked up that. Okay, so I want to be cautious and kind of move my cobblestone generator a little bit over. But I want it to basically do the same as this. So how does this... Okay, this is running at the windmill speed, which is not wise, but it's fine, really. It's okay. But yeah, I do not want these lines getting crossed. So let's have our cobblestone generator over here. What else do we need to squeeze in here? Snowball machine, we're gonna put close to the power generator because we've got all the power stuff. And then we need to build a tree farm so that we can get infinite charcoal. We put it through the pyrolyzer to get coke and byproduct that we're just going to dump. Add water, cut, add water, cut. Mix. Ice is going to be over there. Yeah, I think our standard radial tree farm is going to be fine. Out of any tree, really, as long as the logs can be turned to coal or charcoal. Let's see here. Cobblestone here. If we do the coal stuff, I need the pyrolyzer, which takes power. But I could conceivably run a line. Let's see. If I do cobblestone to sand and do all the sand business. Yeah, sand chunks. If I do that over here, combine it. I mean, we got all the space we need, I think. Okay, so cobblestone's going to be over here, so coal stuff should be coming in from behind this wall. Somewhere-ish. I mean, we can always run a line. Yeah, I think over here, kind of near the meteor. Here, I'll throw down a little marker. Boom. That's where we need the coal. And then I'll run a line in from there. Screws up your floor. I can't imagine. Yeah, it's probably like we want to run have the trees grow out this way, which we might need to flatten a little bit of terrain. Then deposit it around here, and then I can separate out wood and saplings and sticks. Feed those into some furnaces and get the charcoal going into the factory over here. But yeah, if you want to set up a tree farm for that, as long as it's got as long as it leaves enough room for some what is it? What's the storage interface, or however you're gonna dump it. Here, how about I set up a chest, and just whatever you want to do to get it into the chest. Doesn't even. I mean, I don't know if tree farm needs to be in a building. So I'm gonna say right here. Load tree and tree accessories into here. Actually, it can just be logs, really. That's fine. I'm gonna be cooking it. All right, and we'll do a charcoal or a cobblestone farm in this corner here. Yeah, just put logs in the chest and we should be good. And I'll take care of the rest. Smooth steel. Is that what I've been using? Smooth steel? Yeah, smooth steel. Let's see. I need a bucket. A bucket of lava. Thank you. That's my lava robot. All right. So we'll do another vacuumulator setup over here. How do we want to do it? A 3-tile, 4-tile. 4-tile might be a bit much. Also, I really want to be cautious about all this wood. I may actually see what I can do with this. Nope. There's some way, I think, to... Ah, there it is, stone cutting. Why not? We'll just grab a full 32. I just want to be a little bit cautious about the wood. It wouldn't be the worst thing if it all goes up. But, you know, safety first. Now I'm feeling a lot safer. Okay. We're gonna do it all the way in the corner. So lava can spread pretty decently far. Three. Lava can spread all the way to here and here. I should take a look at that setup we have over here, because it's a pretty decent cobblestone farm. It's very low power for as much cobblestone as it generates, especially compared to the drills. And it is producing a lot of iron for us. So how do we have this one set up? That might be a little bit big. Maybe I'll do the smaller version. But yeah, it's just the lava kind of touches the waterlogged bricks. Basalt is weirdly a lot easier, despite needing some potentially difficult materials like blue ice, but you don't have to worry about the water flowing, which is nice. So let's push it into the wall a bit. No, let's do it out here. Specifically, to avoid that problem we had last time. So we're gonna put water over here. We're gonna have it waterlogged somehow. Let's build up some stairs. And we're gonna do like this. We're gonna waterlog these stairs. Yep. Cool. Okay, those will be waterlogged. These are nice little trapdoors. I like these. Very cool. Very cool. This is probably where I'll put the vacuumulator. All right, and then we'll fill that with water. Jakarta. Oh yeah, a little window in there. Can't uncraft that. So let's just get a little water bucket going. Water well. Where's the nearest water well I've got set up? Ah, here's a water. I know there's one over this way. Oh, nice. Al's flattening the terrain. He's doing that thing I said that would be nice. What gives? I thought he was mean now. Oh, path blocks and everything. Oh, that's nice. Feels so good on my digital feet. All right, make a quick little water. Oh, there he goes. He's gone now. The game crashed. Minecraft. The Minecraft. Celebrated for its bugginess. Alright, there we go. That is pretty hilarious. I need another vacuumulator. Do I have what I need for that? No, I don't. I need an ender pearl and a zinc casing, I believe. And I can actually get an ender pearl pretty easily. Or zinc machine, rather. Ender pearl import. Barn. Oh no, I'll grab it. It'll be quicker for me just to grab the zinc here. Make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, it's a sheet. It's what I do best. Okay, mix these to make 2 zinc casing, and then I need to make those into zinc machines. And we've got a stockpile full of the infernal mechanisms. More than we probably will need. And since I've got 2 of them, I'll make 1 into the vacuumulator and 1 into another megatorch. Because, I mean, they're probably useful. It really does take ages for this thing to load, doesn't it? It's not the server, like just getting the mod pack started for all the mods to load in, it just takes so long. No, I mean I wouldn't. This late. Oh, look at this nice little room. Nice little cobble generator. Okay, vacuumulator here. Okay, now we fill up our water. It doesn't have to be there in the corners. Huh. I feel like something went wrong there. All right. Next, we're going to do something very similar to what we did moments ago, which is this. All right, mechanical bearing. Oh, this is our last mechanical bearing. I gotta make sure I'm restocking that sometime soon. Oh, I do need to make sure that I'm doing another sequencer on this. Doesn't have to be the same sequencer, but just got to keep in mind that that will make matters a little simpler. I'm going to need another infinite water supply in here later, but over in that corner, because I've got to make a snowball machine. Like, I could run it off of this line here. And that, you know what? Yeah, we'll run it off the same sequencer. There it goes. It's already going. Look at that. It was spilling out a little bit, but it seems to catch pretty fast. Honestly, this looks pretty nice. Like with this right here, I really never noticed, but a good lined trap door against waterlogged stairs. That's a really cool texture that you can get going there. What do you think about that? That looks nice. All right, so that's filling up with cobblestone. Now the long and arduous process of sand. So we need to take this cobblestone and we need to send it to one or more millstones, which I'm actually out of at the time. They're not too hard to make. Gear, stone, alloy. We got it all. I'll make like, let's make 16 of them. So I can just have some available for later. Oh, I am out of small cogs now, though. Ooh, that's a little scary. How does that happen? There we go. All right, got our millstones. All right, so we're gonna just run a simple line. I'm gonna leave open the option to have a row of these. Like if we determine that we're not getting enough throughput on the sand, I'm gonna leave enough room that we could do like a whole row. But for now, we're just gonna use regular gears in place of where those would go. And we're gonna run this to this line here. So what we want, oops. Let's run a vertical belt. That's really efficient on our materials. Bring our toolbox a little closer. All right, so we're gonna run that to here. And a pair of gearboxes, one vertical, one horizontal, and we are in business. Okay, so these can later be, we can upgrade to about easily 4, probably more, of these millstones when we need to. But for now, we're just gonna do the one. So we're gonna run a belt from one to the other. And you know what? We're actually gonna run that straight through. What's our play here for? We can do one vertical gearbox to make this work. Into small gear, into this, boom. All right, cobble out, cobble in, cobble, cobble. There we go, that's gravel right there. And now this next part takes a little bit more power. But let's leave room for having multiples if we need it, but not that much room. And this is a really quick way to do this, is 2 gearboxes on either end, flip them to vertical, and now you have the line, the rotation in the right direction. Throw on crushing wheels. There you go. That's gravel into sand. So let's see here. What do we do with this sand? We have to... Wait, what? No, okay. We have to fluid encapsulate. I didn't make one of these. Crap. All right. How do I make one of these? Invar machine, copper gear. Always with the copper gears. I got Invar casing. Wait, what happens next? Let's see if there's... And then it is just a drain. And then another induction smelter. Let's go ahead and set that up. So we're going to go build an induction smelter and a fluid encapsulator. Ah, path. Path. Beautiful path. Walkable workshops. That's what the people want. All right. Let's start with the fluid encapsulator. It has to be stained glass and 2 copper gears and a bucket. We've got the bucket. Here's our tune stained glass. Copper gears. Fluid encapsulator, done. And the other thing was induction smelter. Need Invar gears. Luckily, I made a ton of Invar earlier because I knew. I just knew. All right. 2 sand and a blast furnace. Blast furnace, eh? All right, let's blast this. While that's cooking, I do not have cobblestone on me. Okay, cool. Okay, there's those 3. Cobblestone. Just a little bit. Just enough to make a furnace. Okay, blast furnace, done. And now 2 sand. Whoop, that's the bedtime alarm. Am I not carrying an Invar machine? Oh, I grabbed an Invar casing, didn't I? Yes, I grabbed 2 Invar casings. Apparently I already had an Invar machine on me. Go figure. Okay, we've got everything we need. I just need to make the Invar machine. Oh, man. Al, you did a bang-up job with these paths. This is fantastic. We'll make 2 Invar machines, and now we'll make our induction smelter. Done. All these machines look identical. It's really annoying. We're gonna need to generate power for that step. I mean, we've got the power already. It's just we have to convey it all the way over to wherever we're doing our thing. All right. We're back. We got our stuff. Get rid of this Invar machine. Get rid of this lever. Get rid of these millstones. All right, sand. Ball of sand. Fluid encapsulator. We pass it water and power and sand. Okay, that is going to be a little bit of an issue, isn't it? I already need to get power over here. And moving power around is not cheap. Okay, get the gravel into sand. Go ahead and start pumping the sand. We need an infinite water source over here. I'm going to do the silly one that I like so much. Made of 4 stairs. I just think that one's neat. So I need to take water out. You know what? One way we could do this. Not like that. All right, so this little trick, I love this trick. You put 4 stairs kind of in a spiral pattern, and this actually does act as an infinite water source. Like, that's valid. You can scoop up water out of it. What's really nice is you don't have to have the extra space of the walls. Normally you'd have this in a 4x4 area with the borders being all walls. But in this, boom, right there. What am I going to be smelting in the induction smelter? Earth charge and sand chunks to make purified sand. You know, normal stuff. I think that's the only way to make purified sand. Oop. Yeah, that's it. That's the only way. Doesn't milled up cobble give stuff other than sand? Oh, yes, you're absolutely right. I am going to have to filter that out. Good call on that, Al. Yeah, because already we got some flint here being a jerk. It won't be too bad to funnel that away. What I'll do... Let's see, go that way. So gearbox here. And then I'll do brass tunnel here with a filter set to sand. There we go. And we can actually just throw a... We can do a lava pit down there if we want. You know, if you want to or something. It's fine. I really like these. These are really nice. That looks really cool. I'm really liking these steel trapdoors. Bye bye. All right. So now we're gonna pump water in here. Steel trapdoors. So you can make those out of steel tiles, which you get by crafting 4 steel ingots, which you get by just blasting iron, or bulk blasting, which is much cheaper. Steel is good. Yeah, easy to make, especially with that lava fan we've got in our workshop, where you can just throw anything on there. There you go. Let's see here. Need one gear. I know, right? They're very cheap. Okay, I'm pretty sure this works. Guess what? It doesn't work. Unless we need another workbench over here. It would work. Do this. There we go. This works though, right? This is not working for some reason. And I'm wondering if it's just because I don't have power to it yet. Which is going to be annoying, but it's got to be done. I wouldn't think so, but I'm not 100% sure now. Let's see, what would be better? Coming from over here? Going up and around? Or... I feel like this is closer. I don't know what kind of range you get on this. Oh, wait. I see. No, wait, let's go this way first because we're gonna have some other things to connect to soon over here. Not immediately, but pretty soon. That was like almost all my Invar power duct things. Alright, well now it's got power, but still no water. Dang it. I do have to go up and around then. Okay, so apparently, gotta do this. But this is actually fine because we can actually do it back here. That's really surprising to me that you have to do it that way, but okay. There we go. There's that one done. Ball of sand accomplished. Okay, next step is we have to drain it, and we have to make sure we save this for later, for when we have the coke chunks, which are going to be coming from over here. So we're going to take charcoal in from over here, and then we're going to really treat it badly a bit. We're gonna, what is it? We take charcoal, we send it through the pyrolyzer, which is just power. That's fine. That's pretty straightforward. Then we have to squirt it with water, put it over a saw, squirt it with water again, put it over a saw. So 4 steps there to get coke chunks. And then from there, we're going to mix the coke chunks, the purified sand, which is just the drained sand that has been cooked. And we're going to mix that with the liquid sand. Now, this feels like it's about to be an issue of like, oh, what if I've got too much liquid sand or too much of this stuff and not enough liquid sand? It turns out it's an equal portion. It's hardly an inconvenience. It's like it feels like a pretty silly step. But yeah, it's a non-issue, which is fine. Why can't I stack these? I guess they don't stack. That's weird. Prefer Dr. Pepper. Great. Cool. What about Pib Extra? But yeah, the next step is that we're going to drain it. And then make sure that we save that for when we're combining this end step here, which we're close to. We crush this, and then we smash a lot of it. And that's the earth charge right there. That's not too much. Like we'll take this line here, onto a belt or something. We'll take it this way. We'll crush it over here. We'll compact it over here. And then we'll be ready to combine it with the sand right around here and the coke, which it's going to be going on a little bit of a journey, but that's fine. And that's going to get us the silicon compound, which is going to be, we're going to sit on that for a bit and make snowballs over here using, and the snowballs are going to go into a minecart the exact same way that the basalt does. It's the exact same setup here. It's just instead of a magnet, we have a different thing. This is not as charged as I would have expected. That's not good. I don't think this is getting charged enough. I'll give it an extra second to charge. Oh, you know what's probably happening? It's in my previous setup, this wasn't an issue because it took so long to unload the minecart that this was on a very slow cycle of like 20 seconds or something. But now it's able to complete this loop in like 2 seconds flat. I bet this infuser is not charging fast enough to keep up. Let's keep that in mind as a potential issue. Already got a drain right here. So we're just gonna roll it right over the drain. I guess like that. So that we got room. Yeah, and then into an induction smelter. Like directly. Coarse sand. And then yeah, into the induction smelter with the earth charge from over here. That should leave plenty of room. Ba, 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 ba. Like that. We need to make sure that we leave a little bit of room here for the pipe to pump this stuff out for later. But as soon as we're done with the induction smelter, we're pumping it right back in for the next, like, what is it? It's drain it, induction smelt it once, and then induction smelt it, or no, then compact it with the sand. Okay. So induction smelt it with the results from over here. Yeah, it's going to be very, very simple. Induction smelter right here. Now this is going to back up because this is full now, and also this isn't powered on, but still. That's basically it. Like, this is running so much smoother than the last attempt was. The single player version of this mess. Like, it's ridiculous how much simpler this is now that I know about this cart loader stuff. Okay, I really do need to stop playing pretty soon. Okay, iron combined with a andesite machine makes the mechanical press that we need. Boom. We may actually just run this under the line so that we can power it off of that same line. Like this. High short. Just in time for me to end stream. Incredible. Gearbox here to get this turning. That's the way it goes. Boom. Look at that. And now this is full. Great. Oh wait, I should probably move this to the other side. Because I want to have room to get the fine sand in. I'm gonna run out of pipes. I guess we'll see. We'll see if I run out of pipes. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Whew. There it is. There's the fine sand. So that's gonna pump into here to get mixed up. But again, we can't really proceed until we get the earth charges made, which honestly, we're basically done on this. And we're going to copy paste this whole segment here. Well, manual copy paste. Probably put it in this bay right here. make snowballs over here, feed them in to make this stuff, Blizz cubes. And then we just have to crushing wheel, compact, and then, yeah, and then after we compact it, we mix it with the results of this. So let's see here. Rail line over here, crush, compact, bring these together to mix them, and then that's silicon. That's silicon. We induction smelt them together. Dang it, I'm gonna need another induction smelter, aren't I? At least I got the blast chiller ready. I'll keep that over here for snowballs. Can't forget that. Yeah, we'll get silicon right around here. Add them to the deployers. Oh, there is one thing we have to stamp them with a silicon press. We have to find one of these. I think circuit scrap, and I don't remember if they take durability damage or something. We'll find out. And after all that, we deploy it, and we're done with chapter 4 in record time. Like, wow. This was like a week-long process in the single-player world, and now that I understand this cart loader mod, we're probably knocking out the whole thing in 2 days. How many chapters are there? There are 5 chapters. So we are about done with chapter 4. I'd say we're halfway done on chapter 4. Like, if I can get all the materials we need in time for the next stream, we will finish it off next stream. Chapter 5 is where I stopped in my single player run, so I know what to expect. I've looked at it, but I've never actually done anything with chapter 5. We can do math. The math thing is really interesting, but I ran the numbers, and found that we really don't need that many operations to get all the digits in equal amounts. But it's a fun puzzle. Given the numbers 8 and 3, and given the operators plus, minus, times, divide, how many 8s and 3s do you need? How many 8s, how many 3s, and how many operators do you need in total to get a set of all 10 digits? And it turns out most of the operations are very straightforward. Like 8 and 3, you already have 8 and 3, so that's just 2. And then you can get 3 minus 3 or 8 minus 8 for 0, divide it by itself for 1, 3 times 3 for 9, and the difference for 5. So already you're up to 6 digits with very little going on. And I think you can get all the rest from those, maybe? I don't remember specifically. But I found it wasn't that much. Yeah, and then once you've got 1, you can just adjust from a lot of those. But yeah, the ones you can get from just one operation, you can get 0, 1, 5, and 9. So you're basically there. Oh. Reward. You can open the ponder scene. I'm very interested in this reagent stuff, because they like briefly showed off the laser zapping for chapter 4 in the trailer for this mod pack, but then you also see all the alchemical stuff, the reagents. But I was like, what is all that for? Is that just decoration in this trailer? Anyway, let's see what we got going on here. Not doing a raid tonight. I'm just gonna call it. I gotta get on to bed. We made a ton of progress. Like that was an empty factory with one little sample of like here's how the carts can work. It's very chemistry-ish. I like the concept in that one. Like, they've done a very good job in this mod pack of making each chapter very unique in how it operates. In that chapter 1 is basically just a matter of set up some farms, and then here's your basic things. You can mix things, you can cut things, you can compress things, like that's it. And then they start making it a little bit weirder with like, all right, chapter 2, now you're gonna have to deal with melting down metals. You're gonna have to deal with like infinite generation of things, a lot of spouts, a lot of fluid manipulation and mixing, like a lot. Like I want to say you're dealing with like 4 different fluids or something. And then chapter 3 they mix it up again. It's like, all right, first off, you have to figure out how to automate the cutting board. Then you're going to have to figure out how to explode 2 items together, and you're doing a lot with mechanical crafters. Very cool and very different from anything you've done previously. And then chapter 4, now it's like, all right, now you have to load things into a minecart, zap it with a laser. And chapter 4A, okay, you have to just guess the recipes. Thank you all for the watch. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I had a lot of fun with this tonight. I'm very excited about how much progress and how quickly we were making progress today. We will do more of this soon. I don't remember if I have D&D tomorrow night. If not, I'll probably spend some time tomorrow night gathering materials to finish this off, and then we'll probably just be done with chapter 4. And then chapter 5 will probably happen fairly quickly. And then we'll take a break from Minecraft for a while, do some other stuff. Everyone, I'll see you around. Take care. Goodbye.